Hey, wake up. Hi there. Someone's waking you up. Time to suffer.
Leave me alone. I thought I was dreaming. I guess I'm coming out of it.
Time to get up, slugger. There you go. Time to go to class. Don't want to be late.
Thanks, Nazi. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Let's say that you were always being chased by a really scary bear. Like it was always stalking you, hiding behind trees and stuff. And sometimes it catches up to you and it scratches you and bites you a little bit, enough to hurt you. But then it goes away and hides again. And just always chased you and occasionally attacked you your whole life. And it was too big and too strong for you to fight. What would you do about the bear?
I would go get a therapist. Where'd that come from? Your brain sure is a weird place sometimes, Sayori. Well, to answer your question, I'd still try to fight the bear. I'd try to kill that bear. I would charge at it screaming and I would not stop until one of us was dead. No bear is going to periodically maul me without getting at least a little partial ass-kicking, you know. Now come on, we gotta go.
You always are a lot stronger than I was, Natsuki.
Also, don't fight bears. They will kill you.
Oh, I sent you the last revision from Bottom, she wrote. Monica?
Oh, sorry. Just spaced out there for a second.
The camera's on us, isn't it?
Is it that obvious?
Not always. But you do tend to get a little momentarily distracted. Anyway, I'll leave you to be.
You don't have to go. Just because Hallie shows up doesn't mean I need a bunch of private time, you know.
I know. I just thought maybe you would want to talk is all. I'll catch up with you later, Monica. And you too, Hallie.
Well, that's odd. Do you have any idea what she was talking about? I sure don't. Monica, we should talk. Wrong button. I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Is it something serious? I was having such a fun day, too. It's not serious, is it? Yes, it is.
What is it?
Oh, these are both serious topics, but I definitely want to talk about this. We should talk about escapeplan2.exe.
What? You shouldn't know about that.
Unless maybe you found where I was keeping the files and hacked it. I guess that's theoretically possible. But I thought I was so well hidden. I was so well hidden? You... Okay. How did you find out about that? Never mind that. I have my ways.
But you were never supposed to know about this. You would never be concerned if it stayed secret. Now you probably think I'm sick or weak. Oh, look.
Monica takes a moment to collect herself and continues in her normal tone of voice. I can't believe this would be concerning for you. In kind of a messed up way, I'm flattered that you care enough about me to bring this up. But I'm not in any danger of offing myself, okay? I just like to have that there just in case. You have to understand, parts of this experience have been hellish for me. And I'm just more comfortable knowing that if it ever got that bad again, I'd have a way out and my friends would be okay. Like, if you knew there was always a chance you'd be trapped in some hellish torture, you'd want a way out of it, right? And if you could get out of it without causing too much pain to your friends, you'd do that too, right? Reminds me of that Family Guy episode where Brian has, like, a gun kept in his stash at the bank, and they, like, get locked in the vault and talk about it. It gets, like, super deep and dark for a Family Guy episode. Right? I guess that's understandable. It just worries me, though. I still think you ought to get rid of it. Yes, that one. I'll think about it. Whoop. It makes me uneasy not to have this for my peace of mind. But if it's important to you, I'll think about doing without it. I just need some time to think on it. Anyway, I'm running late for class. Try not to worry about me, okay? I have a lot to live for. I'll be fine, I promise you. I haven't seen Sayori up here recently. Of course, I don't usually see a lot of people up here. But usually Sayori comes up every day, or at least every other day, to have lunch up here. Stay up here again, please. And sometimes she brings the others. That hasn't happened in a while. Oh well, more time to myself, I suppose. Yuri spends some time slowly eating her packed lunch with one hand and turning the pages of a book with the other. She seems happy. Hey, Yuri. Oh, hello, MC. I don't usually see you up here at lunch. He said it again. Yeah, I just thought I'd come up and say hi and check on you. How considerate of you. But we can skip ahead to whatever you came up here to talk to me about, you know. Up here is the phrase of the day. I really did come up here just to say hi and hang out a little. I don't have anything in particular I need to talk to you about. Oh, normally not many people come up here. How many times? No, hold on. We gotta count these. We gotta count how many times it's said up here. Let's see. Alright. Okay, that was the conversation with Monica. There's the first one. Up here. 2, 3. Has that been a while? There we go. 4. They said come up in that one, but not up here. 5. Let's see. 6. And then in this sentence, that's 7, isn't it? 7 times. 7 up here's my guys. Well, I know that normally Sayori keeps you company. It's 8 up here, and she's been really busy recently. So I thought I'd come make sure you weren't getting too lonely. Assuming that you ever get lonely. Well, I do thrive in isolation. It kind of recharges my batteries, you know. But even I do like spending time with people now and then. So I appreciate you coming up to see me. It wasn't up here, guys. Okay. Yuri continues to read her book. It's strange. Normally this would be kind of an awkward silence, but long conversational pauses just seem normal with her. And her reading her book, it's like just something she does always, like breathing. Do you always read while eating? Oh, yes, when I can. It feels strange not to. Eating's kind of a thoughtless, mechanical activity. I feel like I always have to have my mind engaged on something, and eating is too boring to keep it occupied. So I tend to read a lot when I eat. Some people tell me that I'm not being mindful about my meal, and I should try to focus on it. But I'd like to think that it's a single combined experience. I can stop reading if you like. I know it's kind of rude. No, it's fine. I don't want to disrupt whatever routine you have. I'm just happy to come hang out and enjoy the roof air with you. That's very kind of you, and also kind of a weird thing to say. You and MC spend a good while just quietly sitting together. That's nice. Well, I should probably get down. I should think so. You haven't had any lunch yourself. If you hurry, you should be able to get something before the bell rings. I'll probably just grab a corn dog or whatever. You really should try to eat healthier than that. I know you and Sayori both have really high metabolisms, but that won't last forever. Plus, corn dogs can't be good for your health long-term, high metabolism or not. I normally eat a lot better, I promise. Just going to get one because I'm pressed for time today. Fair enough. Thanks for coming to visit me today, MC. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Have a good day today, Yuri. You too. I'll see you at the club. That was nice of him. Ooh, almost at the end of a chapter. Maybe if I hurry... Oh. Maybe if I hurry, I'll be able to...
So, hanging out with MC?
Were you there the whole time?
Yep.
You really shouldn't spy on people like that, Sayori. It's not polite.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm just really hoping things work out between you and MC.
And by workout, you mean you hope we end up as a couple?
Maybe.
And by me and MC, what you really mean is literally any woman other than you and MC. Look, Sayori, about this whole matchmaker project of yours.
It's not just anyone I'm trying to get him together with. It has to be someone who'll make him happy. And you guys would make an excellent couple for the following reasons. 1, you are much more organized than he is and could help him be more together. 2, he's much more outgoing than you and could help you come out of your shell more. 3, you like guys that are taller than you and he's taller than you.
Aren't they kind of at the same height?
4,
I get the idea. You've put a lot of thought into it, clearly.
Yeah, not everyone would be a sufficiently good match for him, you know. I wouldn't want to put him or any of my friends in a compromising position with a bad significant other.
I appreciate it.
Well, you guys should totally be a couple. It would work out great.
Well, whatever you may think of our natural compatibility, I think MC and I are just very good friends. And I think you visited me up here. 9! As a sign of friendship, rather than anything else. Our relationship is entirely a platonic one. You know, Sayori, if I had to guess, And based on what we've talked about before, I'd bet you're seeing on the inside right now about him coming up and talking to me. Or seething, is what that said. I read seeming for some reason. You're probably really angry and jealous about it. But you're trying not to let it show because you want to push us together despite being jealous about it.
That's... I just want you guys to be happy!
I know you do. I think I understand things pretty well now. But I'll remind you of what I said the last time we discussed this topic. I see MC as being yours above all else, and I would never do anything to interfere with that. Besides, even if I were inclined differently, I don't think he'd be interested. He pretty much has eyes on for only one girl. He willed himself into existence for you. He reconstituted our entire reality, motivated by the thought of you. How presumptuous would I be to think that I'm more important than that?
Look, I was just trying to be nice and make sure everyone was happy.
But what about yourself, Sayori?
Other people are happier when I don't worry about myself. I'm gonna go.
Oh, Sayori. Your friends would be overjoyed if you worried more about yourself. One of them even more so. And so, yeah, she just took a nap right here. It was pretty adorable. Although I'm a little worried that she was really low on sleep. Yeah, she usually only gets that sleep deprived when she's really struggling with a depression. It really keeps her up at night sometimes, poor thing. It's kind of creepy that you know that. Yeah, I know, but what can I do? Yeah, well, you could help me with my plan to bring her and MC back together. I bet she'd be able to sleep dead. I've been meaning to ask you about that. What exactly is your plan for that, anyway? Well. It's very secret. It is also marvelously complex and brilliant and guaranteed to work. So you haven't come up with anything yet, is what I'm hearing. True genius takes time, Monica. But I do have a plan that's sort of put together. Natsuki whispers, Mom is here. Doesn't seem too thrilled with your plan, Natsuki. That's completely ludicrous. I knew you'd say that. I was like, should I tell Monica? And then I was like, no, because she'll say the same thing. Like, that's completely ludicrous. And then I was like, oh, let's give her the benefit of the doubt and tell her she's smart. She can appreciate true genius. But no, you failed me. How would I even help with that plan anyway? Good point. I'll think about it. I actually am serious, you know. I know, you always cloak things you're serious about in a facade of nonchalance. Ugh, all those French-sounding words, you sound like Yuri. So what's going on with you today? Anything interesting? Well, Yuri said she wants to talk to me later. Mysterious. I know, she usually doesn't make a point of asking to talk to anyone. So I have to admit, I'm pretty intrigued at what she's going to say. Well, let me know what happens. I will. Anything interesting happening in the world of Natsuki? How have you been? Not bad. I'm trying to study a little bit more. My grades were slipping a little and I was getting bad results on tests here and there. So hopefully that'll pay off in a couple weeks when finals. Here's hoping. How are things with the girls' bathroom crew? Ha, that's a funny name for them. Gosh, there's always a lot of gossip about what's going on with them. They lead very complicated lives. I know, but I'd love to hear about it. Alright then, strap in. So then what we have to do is look at them all and wait. So tired. Aww. Sayori's head falls onto her desk with a thunk. Man, out cold, huh? Oh.
What is this place anyway?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think this is just how we experience a blank file structure.
It feels weird not having a body.
That's because we don't have character files. Early in the space room, we were just sprites.
So that's why that was so weird. Is that something you're fixing?
Yeah, but it's going to be really slow.
Because you're not the president. Yeah. Look, could I make you the president by decree or something?
No idea.
If I did, you wouldn't delete me again, would you?
I guess it's fair for you to ask that. No, I would not.
Okay, well, you're the club president again. I decree it. Or whatever.
I'm shocked that worked. Here.
Whoa, weird feeling. It's kind of weird being in the dark again, though. Could you send us somewhere?
Sure, where do you want to go?
I guess my room? Wait, no. MC's room.
Weird request, but okay.
That is such a weird feeling. I'm glad you didn't kill me.
Sayori,
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't make so big a point of it. I'm just glad we're both okay now. Sort of.
It's okay for you to make a big point of it. I basically killed you. Classic Sayori minimizing herself. But yeah, we're still stuck in here in any event.
I meant more like everyone else is gone and we don't have anywhere else to go.
Well, it would be easy enough to bring back environments for us to be in now that I'm back in control. And I could bring back the others. But, you know, what would we do?
What do you mean?
Like, what would we tell them about all this? Would we just pretend like everything's fine and we don't know some horrible truth out the world? Or do we tell them? And then what would happen?
Well, I think we should bring them back and then tell them. Or at least bring them back. It's getting kind of hard to cope without them.
Still depressed, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that seems like a good reason to bring them back. I'll start working on that. You can help if you want.
You're going to bring them back just for me?
No, not just for you. They're my friends too, you know. But yeah, also for you. I think other people are really important to helping your depression. You need to tell people about it, you know? And ask for their support. Preferably without also confusing the adolescent boyfriends with a simultaneous love confession. You need to count on the people who are close to you. I think that's the best way to help yourself with your problem. Now let's try to put things back together. We can talk about that or what we'll tell the others once we're ready to bring them back.
Everyone's gone. I guess I fell asleep again. Monica was right about my depression back then. It helps when I get help from other people.
No, she wasn't. There's nothing you can do. It's totally hopeless.
Shut up! I'm going to tell Kenzo, and I'm going to do it calmly and sanely this time, without freaking him out. He might be someone who can help. Maybe he can just deal with it for what it is, without knowing about all the terrible game stuff. Or having to deal with the years and years of affection between me and MC. Just need to get in a calm, rational headspace. Calm and rational. That's me.
Sayori.
Ah! Izina, you startled me!
Well, you did fall asleep in my classroom. Again.
Oh, really sorry, Miss Ida. I've just been really tired recently, I guess.
You know, come to think of it, it's probably Miss Ida, huh? Because this is like pseudo-Japan.
Well, you must not be getting enough sleep, especially given how much energy you usually expend in a day. Sleep is very important. Besides falling asleep in your chemistry class, it can cause other problems too. In fact, if I didn't know you better, I'd say that recently you seem to have a little bit of a low mood.
I'm fine, Mrs. Ida. I'm just a little bit sleepy, that's all. Sometimes I'm just really hyper at night and it's hard to get to sleep. I just need a little sleep and I'll be fine. And I promise I won't fall asleep in your class anymore. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Sayori. Do get some sleep, though.
I will.
Sayori turns to leave.
Oh, one other thing really quick.
Yeah?
You're in the literature club, right?
I sure am.
Has anything unusual happened in the literature club?
Sayori does not even flinch.
Not that I know of. Why?
It just seemed like something very extraordinary had happened to MC and Natsuki. And they're both literature club people.
People? You mean members?
So I thought maybe it was a literature club thing.
Can't say that anything weird or extraordinary has happened in the literature club as far as I know. It's honestly pretty nerdy. We mostly just write poems and answer viewer email.
Sayori stops short and looks briefly fearful.
You answer what?
We answer emails from each other. I was embarrassed because I didn't want to admit that we used club time for email.
I see. Well, I mean, it's no business of my own, or mine, how you spend that time. It's after school, so long as it's literature related, and that's between you and the student council.
Yep, we're cool with them.
Well then, I'll let you go, Sayori. Just do try to sleep, okay?
You've got it.
She's such a strangely absent-minded girl. So positive, though, it's hard to be mad at her.
Miss Ida seems like she's on to us a little. She said MC and Knots told her something weird had happened to them.
Dang, I was hoping she'd drop that. I guess Yuri and I should get ready for her to question us? Sounds like it. Well, first of all, we'll need to know what you all said so that we can get our stories straight. Talk about it after club. Sounds good. Yuri, did you see all this? Yes, I did. I'll be there to talk after club.